9-2, they seemed ready to send Detroit home for the summer.
Doug, as you said moments ago, just the kind of start the Pistons could not hold on to.
New Jersey is the front-running team. They're on an 11-0 run, and they are out and pushing.
It wasn't unexpected that New Jersey would come out with a lot of emotion and a lot of hype, and the guy who was sitting behind me saying E-N-E-T-S, that guy was going to be up screaming and stuff, okay? I knew that was going to happen. It was how we were going to respond to that.
We got to get into something, guys. We're acting, hey, we don't need to take a bad shot. Our big guys can't be standing out here. We got to get down there and get a rebound. We're still in the game. We got to get a stop.
On the brink of elimination, the time had come for the Pistons to make their stand. They had withstood the Nets' early onslaught, and now, drawing strength from their defense, they were starting to claw their way back.
In the locker room, we said before the game, it wasn't about winning or losing. You know, for us, it was about going out and compete. We got to go out and play these guys. We got to fight these guys, and then we'll live with the outcome.
Quickly gaining ground on the Nets, the Pistons would take the lead by halftime, and they refused to relinquish it, even as the game was coming down to its crucial stretch.
Dishes to Rasheed. Turn and got. Rattled it in.
And in the game's final seconds, Richard Hamilton sealed the Nets' fate.
Hamilton with Kidd bumping out. Richard Hamilton with a big-time shot.
Winning when few thought they could, the Pistons had begun to reveal their true character.
At the buzzer, and the Detroit Pistons facing elimination on the road. They win tonight.
I think a lot of teams would have packed it in after that tough loss at home in triple overtime, but you know, I was real proud of them, and I told them that. And right then and there, I knew this was becoming a special group.
Returning home for Game 7, the Pistons had come too far to let the series escape from their grasp, and the outcome would never be in doubt.
To have a Game 7 in our building, give that crowd a little something to cheer about. You know, we felt that energy in the building, and you know, we just continue to make plays, we continue to get stops, we continue to hit shots, you know, full on and pretty much a wrap.
And Wallace ingested that rebound. It looked like the trunk of an elephant. Mike James. Oh, Wallace on the finish. The Detroit Pistons will win Game 7. They'll be a new champion in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. And Detroit, your Pistons are going back to the conference finals.
Heading to Indiana for the conference finals, Detroit would face its former coach, Rick Carlisle, who had taken the Pacers to new heights.
They led the league in wins, you know, we realized how talented they were.
They run all our plays, we run all their plays. It wasn't about X's and O's, it was just about who wanted most.
In Game 1, Detroit battled its way to the lead and carried it into the final minutes. But while the Pacers were on the ropes, they had the one player who could deliver a knockout.
This is what we want. Keep playing. We're jabbing, jabbing, jabbing. The overhand right is coming.
He got around a pick. Here's the three. Reggie Miller. The Pacers at home win Game 1.
And we sort of figured they had stole one from us. Felt like we had let one slip away.
Determined to bolster the Pistons' confidence, Rasheed Wallace issued a bold proclamation prior to Game 2.
Y'all put it in the front page, back page, middle of the page, wherever. Headliners, column 1 or 2, we will win Game 2.
You're not backing off?
We will win Game 2.
Everyone probably thought that, but no one had enough in them to say it. And so he was able, I believe he was able to say what everyone was thinking.
Wallace's words only fueled the intensity of Game 2, which featured 26 blocked shots, 19 by Detroit.
It wasn't the, quote, beautiful style of basketball they play out west.
O'Neal sends that one back.
It was more of a smash mouth football game, if you want to say.
That was a man block.
That was a war, man. That was an unbelievable defensive slugfest.
Detroit found just enough offense to build a slim lead late in the contest. But just like in Game 1, they would face another Pacer rally and the prospect of another demoralizing defeat.
We felt momentum slipping in that game.
I was like, there's another game about to be tied up, man. This could be trouble.
And once again, it was Reggie Miller who would take center stage in the game's decisive play as the Pistons tried to hang on in the closing seconds.
4 on the shot clock. I don't know if Phillips knows that. It's stolen by Indiana. Ahead to Miller in the run out. And it's blocked again. Oh. What a block. Tayshaun Prince. How did Prince get there?
I mean, he was literally at half court, and Reggie was at the top of the key.
I didn't think there was any way possible for him to get this shot.
We go out there, we try to get after you for 48 minutes. And, you know, that play at the end of the game was that last minute.
I'll tell you what, he laid out his entire body for this play.
Tayshaun's play against Reggie in Game 2 certainly symbolizes who we are.
Dumars had shaped these Pistons in the mold of the championship teams he played on. They too had built their success on a foundation of defense.
You're not going to win it offensively. You've got to get to work defensively. That's what I'm looking at. I got to have the defense.
Blue collar, defensive, just kind of in your face, 48 minutes. We're going to win, and you're going to have to accept that, or else.
Now look at the triple team as Sally and Rodman collapsed on Jordan.
These guys have that same blue collar, in your face mentality that we had.
And like their predecessors, the new Pistons had a potent backcourt, Chauncey Billups and Richard Hamilton.
2-on-1 to Rip for the jam!
And now Hamilton began to put his stamp on the series, giving Detroit the scoring they desperately needed.
Hamilton again. Oh, what a give to Hamilton.
And what a goal. He's always on the go, always on the move. I call him Reggie Miller Y2K.
Rip had patterned his non-stop style after Reggie, and on the fast track of the conference finals, Detroit's new model was setting the pace.
I don't mind holding. If I can hold, he can hold. I'm not big to him. I'll be talking to both of you all night long because I'm trying to prevent things before they happen. But he and I are the same players, you know? A lot younger, man.
Rip, I think, realized that this was an opportunity to show the nation and the world that it was a changing of the guard.
With the series tied, Rip led Detroit to 2 wins in the next 3 games, scoring 33 points in Game 5.
In that Indiana series, we jumped on Rip's back. He was our go-to guy that series.
And he had carried the Pistons to within 1 game of the finals.
Rip it and read it tomorrow in the paper. And the Pistons have a 3-2 edge as of right now.
Getting out of here, man. Hopefully we ain't got to come back here. Go home, handle our business, and see y'all in Detroit.
The Pistons looked to ride their momentum back to the comfort of home. But at the start of Game 6, the Palace turned uncomfortably quiet as the Pacers quickly took command.
Indiana with a 13-point lead.
The Pistons were in need of a spark, but their offense had turned ice cold.
And the Pistons have gone 4.5 minutes without a field goal.
We couldn't hit the side of the basket, let alone hit a basket.
Look, we've had every great shot. We missed free throws. They've made shots. We can't expect everything good to happen, but our defense can't suffer.
As always, the Pistons' ferocious defense was doing its part. All they needed now was for the offense to give them a chance.
We knew if we would somehow be able to get the lead down the stretch, that it'd be hard for them to overcome.
Chauncey Billups can try to tie it. Does! Outside jumper won't go. Tip dunk machine Wallace. Oh, boy. A deafening crowd of over 22,000 at the Palace. They can sense it. Tayshaun Prince got it! And for the first time in 14 years, the Pistons go to the NBA Finals. They're the 2004 Eastern Conference champions.
And every time you go to that board and cross one out, you're that much closer. It just gives you a great feeling to know that you're having an opportunity to go out and live out a childhood dream.
In the Western Conference, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal continued to cast their shadow over the rest of the league, the powerful Lakers seemed larger than life.
The more you whine, the more bigger I get. And the more bigger I get strong. And the more stronger I get, nobody can stop me.
And stopping Los Angeles had become a more imposing challenge than ever. Along with a star-studded cast and championship experience, they even appeared to have destiny on their side in the playoffs.
They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer!
After Fisher's amazing shot and a conference finals victory over Minnesota, an NBA title seemed inevitable.
For the fourth time over the last 5 seasons, the Lakers try to claim another world title.
And we find ourselves back to where we want to be, and that's having a chance to win a 4th title. And, now we just have to go get it.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of the NBA Finals, Game 1.
It's a dream come true. And you're just trying to cherish it, take totally advantage of it.
This is it right here, First team to 4 win. You get nothing but second place.
Los Angeles is an overwhelming, prohibitive favorite to win this series. Most think 4 or 5 games. Few selected it'll go 6 or the distance to 7, but that's why they play the games.
Well, people been underestimating us all year, so it ain't nothing that we ain't used to. So, regardless of what people say, once that ball was thrown up, it's us against you. Mono against mono.
We knew that we'd be major underdogs, and you playing against a team like the Lakers with the personnel that they have and the coaching staff that they have, they're just trying to gain some respect.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, let's!
Time for some action, baby. This is what it is right here.
We turn the TV on, we pick up a newspaper, 8-1 underdogs, David Goliath, they can't win. And we were just sitting there saying, you have got to be kidding me. These people are out of their mind.
And as the finals began, Detroit wasted no time showing the doubters that they belonged.
Rasheed Wallace opens with the 3-ball. Keldon Campbell offensive rebound was hit in the face, got it back. Billups open 3, drains it.
See, if there's an X factor in this series, I think it's Chauncey Billups.
And Detroit's floor leader would set the tone for his team's fearless approach, taking it right at the heart of the Laker defense.
Billups off a screen, drives, wraparounds, good.
Billups has been terrific. Too many fouls, too many turnovers for first quarter, okay? So you know what you have to do now.
Kobe and Shaq had seen the Lakers through many finals battles, and it didn't take long for LA's 1-2 punch to have the Pistons reeling.
Slam dunk by Shaq on the entry from Rick Fox. Kobe probing, getting the pick from Shaq. Now weaves his way down the middle underneath, lays it up and in.
You can feel the Lakers starting to get into this game.
Hamilton has to make a beautiful effort to catch it, but he turns it over, threw it deep. It'll be easy for Kobe Bryant. Lakers lead it on the one-handed slam.
With the Lakers gathering steam, Larry Brown knew it was time to steady his Pistons in their first appearance on the game's biggest stage.
We got to get it in scoring area, and we don't have